Red Cross brings the war guards over and ships. And then of course there's Mrs. These are yeah. There's Elsie. Oh my God! Look how young she was. She was the youngest.
She was the youngest war bride already.
Yeah. And she was probably 16 or 17 then. Look at the baby. She's leaving the next day for England, for Canada. Yeah, she's leaving the next day. And her father took that picture. She told me. Yeah, she still lives up there. Her husband passed away. And all these people, this amazing. Some of these people you don't know. There's Betty Monder. Rita Monder, right there. There's just look at her. It looks just like her still. You can still see, even in 65 years later, you can still see that's Rita. You look at her face, saying, "Oh my gosh, she's still the same." Look at them; they're waving goodbye. That's a very rare photograph. I haven't seen very many of those. That's why when I got it, I put it on the exhibit. I mean, there are just not many photographs like that. No one took them. And this one here too. This is Susan Willis's mother. Oh, now I don't know which one she is. She's in here somewhere, I think. Oh, I'd have to look. I think it might be her right there or somewhere. But anyway, I'd have to look hard and try to find out which one she was. But Mrs. Sowers, there she is. That's it, right there. Yes, Mrs. Sowers. Yeah, she came to Sheffield and learned how to skin rabbits and.
I think we all learned.
Yeah. You learned how to skin a rabbit? Did you?
Or a partridge.
Ugh. I don't think anybody would do that today. No young bride would do that today, would they? I don't think no young bride would live in a place with an old house either, eh?
Times are good.
Yeah. Hey, look at this. Look familiar?
That's our group.
That's the group. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Last rock.
Are you in this? Yes, you're right there. Look at you right there. I can see your face right there. Look at. Now that was 1986. So many of the ladies are gone now, eh? Bunty just passed away. Yeah, so many of them are gone. Look at that, eh? The group, if they got together again, there probably would only be how many now?
There are about 7.
7 left of that group. Yeah, a lot are gone. I've seen a lot of friends over the years pass away. And the numbers dwindle. You're one of a few left here. And there's, of course, Mrs. Levine. That's quite the story there. Mrs. Levine's a lovely lady. Look at her in Shippigan right there. With her beautiful, expensive baby pram. Did you have a baby pram? You rode that pram on those dirt roads? Oh my God.
It was rough.
I guess it was a big fancy English pram, right?
No, it wasn't an English.
No, it wasn't. It was a Scottish pram.
No, a Canadian.
Oh, it's a Canadian one. On the dirt roads out in Marina. Oh my God, I can just imagine. I'd love to see a picture of that. You would have one. You have one? Oh, I'll have to take a look at it. I've never seen it. Yes, oh geez, talk about rural living. And she got her handful of it too. And then Mrs. Johnson, that's another, she came
story.
Yeah, that's a sad story about Mrs. Johnson, yeah. Her husband was killed. And she came here as a widow, and then she ended up meeting the love of her life, Mr. Johnson. You met them, eh? You knew them, yeah. I mean, it's such a small community. I mean, eventually you're going to meet the other war brides in the area. She was a professional nurse, too. Like, remember I was saying about the nurses, and yourself, too, you had a profession. I mean, you were trained, although you didn't keep up your job, because you raised the children. And now, look at that. Does that look familiar? Let's take a look at that. Just stand right there. Look at that. I don't think you've changed very much.